Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very festive edition of the NFL picks presented by the World of Football. Only festive because Aaron's got a special Zoom background. It looks like a Christmas tree. Okay, never mind. I guess it's
real,
real.
buddy.
Never mind. Okay, well, and I promise everybody this is a real Blu-ray shelf too, so it's not a Zoom background either.
It's a real Lions flag. You can tell by the creases in it.
Just to show you guys how authentic we are. So what we do here, obviously, every week, I'm Adam Snow. I'm here with Randy, the founder of the World of Football, my dad, my brother, Aaron. I don't know what else he does around here besides make picks. So we're going to pick every game, and he's comedic relief, apparently. And we are going to pick every game from the NFL slate of games. We're just going to pick them straight up. No point spreads because point spreads are for losers. And Randy will get more into that in a little bit. But first, we have to recap how we did last week, as well as our friends and commenters who left their picks on this YouTube video, on last week's YouTube video and post, making their picks. So let's recap how everybody did last week, or how not so good a handful of us did. So for the Week 15 recap, number one spot went to Cringe, who went 15-1 last week. He was one short of pulling off a golden golf, followed by B. Lewis, C. Dog, and Mike Dolph at 14-2. Then you had Dale at 13-3. Then you had Hawkeye 07, Leonard, Royce, and Mr. Nosy Otter at 11-5. And then the four people from the World of Football, Dan and Kyle went 10-6 last week. Kyle even got his picks in late, so he already scrubbed himself a game and still did better than me at 9-7. And Aaron, I don't know what the heck you did, but you went 6-10 last week. Woof. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I was going with my heart, not with my gut. I wanted to pick some upsets, wanted the Lions to get some help, and I picked the Browns. What more can I say? I bleeped up.
You picked the Browns, and your picks went brown this week, so that's a rough way to go. So let's look ahead to, going to first catch up on how everybody's been doing the entire season's worth. That's right, we got the overall standings as it sits right now. Leonard still sits at the top, but Mike Dolph closed the gap right there, so they got a game between them. Leonard at 159, correct. Mike at 158. B. Lewis in third with 154. Hawkeye 07 at 153. Royce at 151. C. Dog leapfrog me and Randy at 150. Randy's at 148, passing me. I'm at 147. Mr. Nosy Otter 142. Aaron has 141 right. Then we have Dale, Kyle, and Cringe there at the bottom. Those three are a week behind, so tough to stay at the top when you're missing a week's worth of picks, but we appreciate those guys picking along with us. And Kyle, I don't know why you keep trying to get the Eberflus Award every week, but you keep doing it, or trying to at least. He texted me like way after the fact, like right before the Sunday games. He's like, here's my picks. So he just didn't get the Thursday counted. That's a loss. So I don't think he would have picked the Rams anyway. So without further ado, let's get into the picks this week, but we have to start with Randy and his patented disclaimer that we have to put up here for legal purposes, I guess.
Yes, exactly. If you plan to use our predictions, what we're going to tell you right now, as a means to justify your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. Because we don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
All right, and there you have it. And hopefully you guys are entertained by our picks. We appreciate all the support and the people who keep dropping their picks every week, the loyal fans out there. You know, kudos to you, and then picking better than us. So clearly you guys don't even listen to us. You kind of do your own thing, which is fine.
The warning works.
Yes. So who wants to go first this week? I know normally I usually just kind of pick somebody. Does anybody want to volunteer to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, as long as when we are done, Randy, you are diligently taking notes, because last week we had it wrong. You said we only had 6 right, or 6 all matched up, and there were more because you did everything wrong. And I want to emphasize Randy did it wrong.
I missed a couple. I think you know a couple of people picked the Chiefs, and I put KC. So as I'm glancing real quick, I'm not okay. That one's not a sweep, but it was. So yeah, I had to. It took me a few minutes to really go over it. So we'll try and do better this week.
You know, I think because of that, that's why the Lions lost. Randy's just.
That's not the reason.
Yep, because you screwed up during the picks, they lost. So you had to get on your A game, buddy. All right, and you can take it from here.
All right. Here are my picks for Week 16. In the Thursday night game, I've got the Broncos over the Chargers. 2 games on Saturday, I've got the Chiefs over the Texans and the Ravens over the Steelers. And then for the Sunday slate of games, I've got the Falcons over the Giants. I've got the Bills over the Patriots. The Cardinals over the Panthers. I've got the Lions over the Bears. The Titans over the Colts. I've got the Rams over the Jets. And the Eagles over the Commanders. Got the Bengals over the Browns. I've got the Seahawks over the Vikings. I don't know. That's a tough one, but I went with the home team Seahawks, and I really hope they do win that game. Let's see. I've got the Jaguars over the Raiders, the 49ers over the Dolphins. In the Sunday night game, I've got the Bucks defeating the Cowboys, and Monday Night Football, I've got the Packers over the New Orleans Saints. Those are my picks for Week 16.
All right. Not too shabby, but I guess I'll go next. Aaron, we'll save you for last. And like I say every week, guys, I'm making these picks right here on the fly. So this is my first time actually looking at the full schedule. All right, Thursday night game. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the Broncos to get a big win on the road. Then I'm going to take the Chiefs, despite whoever's playing at quarterback. They're going to win that game. Give me the Ravens to take care of the Steelers. I'm going to take the Giants to upset the Falcons only because Michael Penix Jr. is making his first start, and I really don't know what to expect. I know the Giants have been bad, but I mean, I just don't know what we're going to get out of Michael Penix Jr. Then I'm going to take the Bills to take care of the Patriots. Give me the Cardinals to take care of the Panthers, the Lions to take care of the Bears, the Colts to take care of the Titans, because I think Mason Rudolph is taking over for the Titans this week. I think Will Levis got benched, the Mayo Man. Give me the Rams to beat the Jets, the Eagles to take care of the Commanders, the Bengals to beat the Browns. I am going to also take the Seahawks to beat the Vikings. And if the Vikings win this game, I'll give the Vikings some credit. But I'm curious to see. These are two playoff type teams. Very curious to see how the Seahawks hang with the Vikings. Give me the Raiders to beat the Jags. I'm going to take the 49ers. Yeah, I'll take the 49ers to beat the Dolphins. I'll take the Buccaneers to beat the Cowboys. And I will also take the Packers to beat the Saints. So those are my picks this week. Aaron, the floor is yours. Tell us why we're going to be right, because you picked so bad last week, which means everything you pick will probably be wrong. So
Yeah, probably. I realized I also only wrote down 15 of the 16 games on my sheet. So I didn't write down the Cardinals and Panthers game. But we'll start from Thursday. I'm taking the Chargers at home to bounce back. Give me the Chiefs on Saturday along with the Ravens. Give me the Falcons to go over the Giants in what should hopefully be a Kyle Pitts legacy game for fantasy playoff purposes. Give me the Cardinals to beat the Panthers. Give me the Lions over the Bears. Taking the Colts and Rams. I'm going to take the Bills over the Patriots. Taking the Commanders over the Eagles, mainly for the Lions. I got to have some faith there. Give me the Bengals over the Browns. You guys both picked Seattle, right?
Yep.
Well, that's what I had initially, but I got to get some wins stacked here. So give me the Vikings, and maybe I'll prove you guys right. My picks are maybe the Vikings will lose now. Give me the Jags to beat Vegas. Give me the Dolphins to beat the 49ers. And then on Sunday night, give me the Buccaneers to stomp the Cowboys in Dallas. And then Monday night, there's no way the Saints beat the Packers. Packers all day. I know those are a little out of order. Like I said, I only wrote 15 down, and I think I misplaced the Bills and Patriots game in your little order there. So
who'd you pick? Okay, real quick. Who'd you pick? Colts or Titans?
Colts.
And then Jets or Rams?
Rams.
Okay. I'm going to try to help Randy out this week, so I'm going to see if I can beat him to how many. Yeah, hey, keeps trying to stall.
You only had 14. I had 2 empty spaces here, and they were all out of order, so I have no idea.
Well, good for you, Randy. That's why I decided to type everything down, and I think I got everything. I'm almost there.
Yeah, this is a mess. This is going to take me half an hour to figure this out.
Well, that's why I got it done. Looks like we have 9 in agreement, fellas. We have the Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Cardinals, Lions, Rams, Bengals, Buccaneers, and Packers that all 3 of us agreed on.
Sounds about right.
So, yep. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's 9 games, fellas. Dad, you're welcome. I did your job for you. Now I don't know why we even need you on this show.
I'm telling you, just make a column, Aaron and Adam, put both teams on there, and just circle who we pick.
He's set in his ways, Aaron. He ain't going to change it now. He's been
Maybe
doing this for 5 years.
Maybe for the 2025 picks.
Spreadsheets are where it's at. You guys aren't playing along.
Yeah, he does technically send it out, Aaron. You just got to open the Excel sheet in your
Hey,
phone.
I pulled it yesterday.
And how's that working out for you? You miswrote it down.
But then I print it off every week. See.
Whoa, what was that? Was that a picture of Barbara Mandrell you got printed off on that, Randy? Good Lord.
No, I think it was a Big McRib coupon.
Oh, God, of course it was. All right, anything else, fellas? Any thoughts from some of these games before we call it a day?
No, there
Let's
were a couple
go
of these
Seattle and Washington.
Yeah, really. A couple of these were really close, but I feel good about most of them.
I saw that there is a scenario where the AFC's playoff teams could all be set by the end of the weekend, depending on how certain things fall. And that'd be the soonest that the entire field has ever been set, with 2 weeks left to play.
Wow.
We're in for a treat, guys. And in the NFC, obviously, we got a 3-horse race at the top for that number 1 seed and for a division in the NFC North. What a great time! The NFL season has just been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, three teams with 12-2 records in the NFC. Wow.
And it's looking like it's going to come down to that Lions-Vikings game last week of the year to determine home field, number 1 seed, and a division. That could be one of the biggest regular season games of all time.
Lions will win the next 2. The Vikings will lose to the Packers, and then Week 18 will be moot.
Oof, that's a... Aaron, I don't know if I like that prediction the way you've been picking lately. So,
I do like it. That's a great scenario, and I do think the Vikings could lose to the Seahawks this week. So it'd be a moot point right after this weekend.
Hey, we'll have to wait and see how things play out. Yeah, this has been a great season, y'all. Even as Lions fans, with all the injuries and stuff, it's just been a great season, just for the NFL in general. They just got to work on that officiating. That's the only problem. So, I guess that'll be it for this week, guys. Leave your picks down in the comment section below. We love having everybody picking with us. And then next week, just a heads up, we're probably going to have an earlier show during the week because we got Christmas games to pick next week. So we'll probably get the video up Tuesday along with the podcast. You're going to be in for a double treat on Christmas Eve of the world of football. So sit around the fireplace with your family and enjoy a picks video and a podcast brought to you by your family here at the world of football.
That's right.
Anything else, fellas, before we call it a night?
Yeah, forget that Christmas music while you're sitting in front of the fire. Just turn on our podcast on Christmas Eve and have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, chestnuts roasting on an open fire and Adam and Randy playing in the background on the podcast. Just sweet, sweet dulcet tones in your ears. So
arguing and not agreeing on anything.
Pretty much. That's how the podcast goes. Give it a listen. Aaron, anything else from you over there by your real Christmas tree? All right. Man, a few words. And a bleep button. I had to use the bleep button on you this week. So thanks a lot.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's it for us this week. We will see you next week for the real holiday edition, I guess. We'll have to be decked out in some Christmas gear. So
Ooh, yeah.
have fun. See you guys next week.